Listen, I will tell you a true story. My husband, me, our daughter. 5 years old soldiers came, 10 days, just sign your name. He kissed her head, he touched my hand. He was the father who never returned. He packed a small bag on a Tuesday morning. They said 10 days, just sign your name and go. I ironed his shirt, I kissed his hands, I held him. I didn't know that was our last hello. 10 days became 10 months, became 17 winters. I raised our child alone, waiting for the father who never returned. 17 years, 17 winters, sleeping cold. They said 10 days, they lied. The man who came home wasn't him instead, the father who never returned. His mother walked days through mud and rain. She brought rice guards, laughed and threw it down. She fell to her knees, please, he is my son. The guards laughed. She never stopped waiting. He cleared the jungle till his fingers bled. They fed him nothing, just enough to suffer. They made him write confessions for crimes he never did. Forced to say I was wrong, the party is always right. They made him curse the yellow flag he once carried, but he was still the father who never returned. They broke his spirit before his body, but a wife knows he was always the father who never returned. 17 years, no medicine, no trial, just a uniform he used to wear. 17 years of lies. The father who never returned. After 1975, 200,000 to 300,000 sent to camps, officers, teachers. Anyone who loved the yellow flag, forced labor, malnutrition, torture, daily self-criticism. The government burned the records, but we remember, they were all fathers who never returned. The gate swung open on a gray November. He stood thin as paper, hollow-eyed. I ran to him, touched his face, called his name. He looked at me, a stranger's bride. He looked at our daughter, 22 years old. She was 5 when he left. He sat at the table, quiet, empty, stared at a wall he never moved through. He never laughed again. The father who never returned came home, but wasn't there. 17 years you stole from us. You called it re-education, we call it what it was. Broke his hands, his mind, his name. Burned the records we remember every day. You cannot erase the father who never returned. You cleared jungles with their bodies. You burned records, you erased names. But we are still here. We remember every name, every father who never returned. 17 years, my husband's hands, so thin, so pale. He came home beyond the veil. The last thing he said to me, he cried. The father who never returned. before he died, he knew my face. Tell them, don't let me disappear. I will remember, I will tell the story. I will carry his flag inside my chest. Not for war, for love, for the father who never returned. Don't listen to what the communists say. Watch what the communists do. May forgiven, but never forgotten. 17 years, re-education camps. The father who never returned, never forgotten. For every wife who waited, for every father who walked into the endless night, for every father who never returned.